What's up, guys? It's iBerserk here. We're back at it. We're back at it with another Magic the Gathering quick draft of Throne of Eldraine. I cheated on you guys last night. Last one I posted was 05. I did a mobile draft last night. No surprise, I ended up back with red-white, so I gotta somehow break out of that habit. So let's try and do something different today. So let's get into this. Let's do a draft. I've got a couple of helpers on. Most of them are just supposed to help me see how many of each card I've got, just so that I'm not wasting picks. For example, I am rare drafting, so if I see a rare, I'm going to pick it up. But if it's an uncommon or a common, not a big deal. Would go after the Raging Red Cap here. I think that's a good one. Outflank is also pretty good. Have good practice with that one. But I do see the Drown the Lock, and I think we're going to end up picking up the Wishclaw Talisman just because it is a rare. And I'm not familiar with this card. I haven't seen it. Wishclaw Talisman enters the battlefield with 3 wish counters on it. Remove a wish counter from Wishclaw Talisman. Search your library for a card. Put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. An opponent gains control of Wishclaw. Enters the battlefield with 3 wish counters. Remove a wish counter. Search your library for a card. Put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. An opponent gains control of Wishclaw Talisman. Activate this ability only during your turn. Oh, okay, so I can use it to search my library for a card. Then my opponent can use it. But if they use it, they have to give it back to me. I don't know. Man, what a weird card. We're picking it up though. We don't need you, Arena Quick Draft Helper. Okay, so what's next? So we've got black. A lot of times when I'm picking my first cards in the packs, I like to just try to stay as open as possible and pick the best cards, and then try to narrow into a color set by pack 2. So we've got, and a lot of times it starts with the first rare, so I'll get the first rare and I'll say it's black, and if it's playable, and maybe this one is, then we'll try to stick with that. Let's see, outside of that we've got Bell of the Brawl. Other knights you control get +2, +1, +0, so that could be pretty good. Sacrifice a creature. Where are you? Black-white, Death Touch, equal to the number of knights you control when Wintermoor Commander attacks another target knight you control. Gains indestructible. Okay, so when he attacks, and his toughness is equal to the number of knights you control, but he does have Death Touch. So if you have probably one other knight on the board at a time, he's a 2/2 with Death Touch. We don't have any white yet. This is probably the better card if we want to stay open. But if we do end up going into blue-white, he could be a strong card. Destroy target creature, create a food token. I mean, that's hard to ignore right there, too. Why don't we... This is a common. There's a good chance we'll pick another one of those up later if we go black. So it's going to be between the Bell of the Brawl and the Wintermoor Commander. We don't have enough white yet to know if we're going to go white. So I think this is probably a stronger pick. Bell of the Brawl. Okay, so then in this one... Exile target artifact or enchantment can be kind of good in this set. You probably only want 1, but it is also 2 white to use it. Merfolk is good. Early game can put the opponent in a situation where it doesn't make sense for them to attack because you've got a wall. The milling can be useful too in limited. If you control an artifact or enchantment, return target creature an opponent controls to owner's hand. Late game, 4/5. Which has entered the battlefield, return target knight card from your graveyard to your hand. We could have kind of a knight deck here. I've played this card before. The discard feature is really nice, but I almost never got to 7 mana to cast him late game. So maybe this one. We pick up the Return target night card from your graveyard to your hand. I think that could be good. We also have an equipment here, but it costs 5 to equip. Attach it. So you get to attach it to a non-human on the first play, but then after the human dies, you have to use 5 to recast it. So that can be kind of expensive. But then again, I mean, that seems pretty good. Knight gets plus. We're kind of in black right now with no other commitments. Enchanted Vehicle is pretty good. This card is actually really good. This card is also very good if we go Knights. And then this Smitten Swordmaster I would also have no problems picking up. Let's go with... let's see if we can't go Knights. Thrill of Possibility also good. Alright, so we're kind of leaning towards red-black right now. Target creature gets -X where the number of cards are in your graveyard. So we've got 5. We're looking at Tempting Witch enters the battlefield, create a food token. Target player loses 3 life. Okay. You're probably the best one in here. Otherwise, Tall as a Beanstalk is quite good. And whenever you cast an adventure spell, I would say it's going to be between the removal and the 1/3. And I would probably pick the removal at this point. How many creatures? Yeah, I think I would probably verify that I've got the removal at this point. That can help you late game. It is an instant too. Yeah. Okay, Weapon Rack is pretty good. Nope. That could be good. Yep. Any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library, draw a card. But any number of target creature cards, that can definitely be very good. We also have the Knight here too. So we've got a Spectre. Nope, we don't want him. You've got these and 2 Knights. Maybe we take the opportunity to pick up the Knight. Yeah, let's pick up the Knight. Memory Theft too. Reveals their hand, choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. You may put a card that has an adventure that a player owns from exile into that player's graveyard. This could also be good. Let's pick up the Knight though. We've got the Steel Claw Lance. I don't think we have any Knights yet. We have 1 Knight. So let's pick this up. It's got a Rimrock and a Slipper. So that's tough. Which one do you pick up at this case? Probably the Rimrock is more versatile. Yep. Paladin is a Knight. Yep. This is really good though. I think we pick up the... We've got this guy too, who can be really good at taking creatures out. I actually think this card might be a little better. Let's pick up... Alright. I guess we pick the Forever Young up first. This is tough. So he's got haste, and he can come in and swing for 4. This one you can pump, but yeah, it's limited to how much red you've got in the deck. So far we don't have anything that's committed to more than 1. Alright. I think we'll pick up the Wesselback. You know, even if I use him though, let's say we give him +2/+0. That only makes him a 3 for 1, but I have to have 4 mana to cast him. I think, yeah, okay, I think we go with the Wesselback. Okay, so now we don't have anything that's on color. We've got an artifact, which is cost 7. The outflank is probably the best one for splash here. But this one does create food tokens. We don't have anything that uses food, so I think we pick up the outflank. Otherwise, their merfolk could be good. Untap target artifact creature. Warrior elf. So either the outflank or the wishful merfolk. I think we'll pick up the merfolk. Maybe we splash blue. The Forever Young came back around. I'm really happy about that. You're also a knight. I didn't realize that. It's +1/+0. We'll pick up the black Forever Young. Exile target artifact or enchantment. 7 cost. Dwarven Mines. We don't have any dwarves. These are all pretty unplayable for me. Untap target creature, put a +1/+1. You have to have 3 or more planes, so you have to be kind of committed to planes. I guess we pick up the True Love's Kiss in this instance. Well, maybe we should have picked up the other one. So we got the Knight as an option. It deals combat damage to a player, mills a card. Is pretty good. 1/1 flying, mill a card. Yep, in limited, that can be helpful. You are good. But I don't know if we're going to go green just for you. Although I do like that you're high mana cost if we end up going with it. It's funny that you don't get reach on something that's that tall. Alright, so we've got a little bit of that. Weapon rack is an easy pickup here. Then a Lovestruck came along. Yeah, look at that. We got another Wintermoor commander too. We might actually consider picking him up. The odds of me, we're at black red probably leaning right now. So the odds of us going with white are pretty low. I'm gonna pick up the Lovestruck just because I'm a rare drafting SOB. Alright, so what do we have on this board? I don't see any knights. We do have an artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. Tap target creature could be good late game. Scry 2. Don't see anything that's really on color. We can create food tokens. That's turned out okay in the past. It's +2/+1 if it dies. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, you create a food token, gain life. That can be good. Good artifact. Forever Young, another one came through. We've got another knight. You get to scry. Raging is a beautiful card with double strike. So the Raging Red Cap is an easy pickup here. Let's see. Yep, that's a pretty decent card. It does 4 damage, but you have to sacrifice a land if you're targeting something that isn't red. Otherwise, the Rimrock Knight is a pretty good pickup. I don't see that one going around the board again, but yeah, I think we pick up the Red Cap for some destruction. Let's take a look at our... So we're at 9 and 9 for creatures and non-creatures, which is good. And then what does my curve look like? So the creatures were at 1, 2... Pretty decent curve we've got. The Paladin I think is probably a good pickup here just because he's a knight. Sacrifice a food, target player loses. This is starting to look a little better, honestly. But I think that one will make it around the board again. The weapon rack is also an option. Power equal to number of artifacts. We don't have that many artifacts yet. Okay, what do we see here? Crystalline Slipper is a pretty easy pickup. Plus, just for costing so little and then being able to move it around the board at 1 equipment cost is really useful. Let's see, Fling maybe? I've never had a chance to use it. It's never made it into a final deck. I could see it getting lethal. The weapon rack's pretty good. The Scalding Cauldron is probably a good pickup here. You're not a knight. Enters the battlefield, have it deal 2 damage to another creature you control if you do draw a card. So at the very least, if it comes in, you can use it to hurt another one of your creatures and draw a card. Otherwise, what? You get a 4/2 on the floor. It's okay. I think the Scalding Cauldron is probably the better pickup here. We do have a knight. The slipper is also worth looking at. You gain X life, and your opponent loses X life, or X is the number of knights you control. Yeah, I think we pick up another knight here. We've got a Rimrock, and we've got a Paladin, and we have... What does the Paladin do? Menace and Adamant. Well, what are my costs here? So it's either early game or late game. The Rimrock's hard to pass up just because he gives you that extra adventure mechanic. So I think we pick him up. And then here, what do we have? I think we're looking at the Red Cap Riders. You may tap an untapped non-human creature you control. If you do, it gets +1/+0 and trample. Yeah, this wall I just can't see. I can't see it being playable. There's without maybe in green if you could get enough mana rampers. Bring down the house versus add a mana of any color. He does have vigilance, which is nice. I guess we pick up bring down the house on this one. It's unlikely to get used, but we pick it up. We've got Righteousness. These are all good cards. Probably, if I was to splash anything, it'd be white or green at this point. I'm also looking at this. I have 3, 4, and 2. So maybe I pick this one up just to kind of even it out. Yeah, but the odds of me splashing in enough white to use this on with a 1 cost is low. Weapon Rack is a pretty easy pickup here. And then True Love's Kiss. We ended up getting one of those anyway. Just hard to, you have to be kind of committed to white. What do we have here? Oh, we're getting kind of lucky with our rares. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. You lose 2 life. So we get a murder. Very lucky with our rare pickups. This Trebuchet is a great card too. And a 1/1 with Death Touch, also good. Stay away from this one though. Forever Young, we see another one of those, and another Knight. But we want the Murderous Rider for absolutely positively sure. When it dies, put it on the... And it gets lifelink. Yeah. That's what we want. Yep. Okay. Heroic Banner is kind of interesting. Creatures you control of the chosen color get +1/+0. It's almost like a crystalline sliver for half of your board. That's pretty good. We do have another Knight here. I am a fan of that card. We also have Thrill of Possibility, which I think I'll pick up since we're kind of in the black-red right now. And it's nice to have something that can draw cards late game. I'll do like having another one of these. Hopefully that'll come back around. I would probably pick up the Eye Collector otherwise. Or the Wesselback. Weaselback? Whatever. We're picking up Thrill. Okay, so we've got Sacrifice of Food. Target creature gets -3/-3. That could be good with where is our... Yeah, with our Giant Skewer. That could be good. Oh my word, we have another Raging Red Cap though. Well, this is flying. So do you take a flying? That's tough. I hope that one comes back around. I think I have to pick this one up just because it's a 1. It costs 3 and it's a double strike and it's a Knight, so it's got more synergy. I'm wondering if we need more removal too. But this flying 3/3, that's hard to pass on. What else do we have on the board here? Discard. Yep. Return target Night card. So this could also be quite good. Barrow Witches. Alright. Each opponent loses 1 life. Sacrifice of Food. Got another Knight here. He's a pretty solid pickup in my opinion. Just because he gives Other Knights, Menace. The Familiar could be good. We're probably going to have some food in this game. Paladin's a pretty strong pickup here. What are my other options? Comes in. Costs, he's at 2-3. I think we pick up the Embereth Paladin over the Lost Legion. This is probably the best card in the pick, though. This or Righteousness. The Youthful Knight or the Righteousness are probably the best in the pack. Alright, Barge In is good. The downside to this one is it only works on attacking creatures, so if you're being aggressive, it can be useful. Oh my word, did we pick up another Steelclaw Lance? Nice. Yeah. This could also be good. Destroy target artifact enchantment. Yeah. We're not really in the green right now. Alright, so we have an option for, let's see, Jousting Dummy, which counts as a knight. We have a Wesselback, Red Cap, which I like, and a, just because he's so cheap and he can be dangerous late game. +2/+0 and gains flying, but otherwise is worthless. Whenever you draw your second card, create 2 rat creatures. So I think in this one I pick up the Weaselback. We got another one of these. I think we have officially a Knight's deck. It's yeah. Yep. Yeah. Forever Young. Easy pickup here. Yep. Nice. It's coming together. Nothing in this pack I care about. So if I had to go with one, there's absolutely nothing in this pack I care about. This is probably like to stay on point, but it's not going to make it into the deck. So at this point, I'm just going to pick one that I have the least of, which I have 0 out of 4 of this Spore Cap Spider. Not that it will matter. Let's see. Riders. That's fine. Nothing good here. I wonder if I should have rotated white. Then again, I always play red-white, so I don't know. But black-red is also a pretty common one for me to play. None of these are going to make it into the deck, so we'll pick up the Mystic Sanctuary. And then the Beloved Princess. And the last card here. Alright, so let's take a look. Anything that isn't black or red immediately gets a cut for the deck building section here. So if you are not black or red, I do not want to see you. Oh, I lost the Love Struck. Is it worth splashing for Love Struck? It might be. Here, let's put this on the side here just because it's easier to add. If I look at this, we want to make sure we have both. The Murderous Rider is the only one that requires 2 black to play. But we have a couple of these Weaselback Red Caps, which require red mana. And does anything else require red mana for a pump? The Rimrock Knight uses instant. Okay, so then this one also has a instant. He's also a knight. Anything else requires pump? Probably a little heavier on the red. So we'll usually you go 9 and 8 for a total of 17 in these draft decks. So this is it. Let's take a look at our curve and see what we need to mill down. So we have 17 and 15. So we probably want to lose. We have to lose 9 cards. So what is the least good? We need the removal. I like to do this. I like to do type equals creature. And then we can separate into creatures and non-creatures. So if I look at this and I say I have 17 creatures, I'd like to get rid of at least 3 and 2. We can start there, and we can say that these red cap warrior knights don't really fit the mold. So that was an easy 2 right there. I think out of these, I'd much rather have the ogre than the paladin, although he is a knight. When you enter the battlefield, return target knight card from your graveyard to your hand is probably weaker. And we have other cards like Forever Young. Put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library. This one goes into your hand, so you don't lose a draw. And it's a 3/4. So I think we lose you. The Eye Collector is probably the next that I would go after. The Rimrocks, you pry those out of my Cold Dead hands. So I think on creatures, this is where I'd like to be. We might even add one back in. So 14 creatures. So then we have 6 cards to remove. Blow Down the House is an easy out. Weapon Rack possibly. The Talisman, I get to search for a card. They get to search for a card. And then there's, well, if they do search for a card, they have to give it back to me. That's a tough one. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, these are all good cards. I have to get rid of 5. Good lord, 5. Let's think about what the nature of the deck is. The nature is knights, 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 knights. We have a ton of knights. Maybe we lose a Forever Young. All right, I think this is so good with the Raging Red Cap. We have to get rid of 5. How do we do this? What the hell? No, I don't want to change the... No, stop. Alright, I guess with Strixhaven coming out, we'll pick the Strixhaven. Man, this interface is clunky, though. How do I get out of this? I click done. I have to find it. It's hidden behind the sleeves at the bottom. You guys can't see this. Here, let me move my... There. So... Alright, so we're here. And normally in Arena, when you click, you have to click outside in order to get it to select. So I select this over here. What's the... I think it's the done button down here. Yeah. Oh, man. I'd say don't quit your J jobs, but I don't know, guys. Like... what is going on? It's so broken. It's so broken. I guess I have to click done and come... Okay, there we go. I have to click done again. All right. So if I had to get rid of 5, if I had to, I would probably... what do I have for removal? Oh, man. Okay, we have to come back into this because the cards got glitched. And let's name this, too. This is Eld. Let's see, 06 was last night, so 07 is today. And if we do type equals creature... So if I had to get rid of one, I would say we don't have a ton of removal, so I think these two stay. You get to draw a card. I think the Skewer stays, because he's really good on the knights. The Slipper's good. These are all really good. $14 and $14. 14 and 14. 14 and 14. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're really more like a instant with the +2, +1. Oh, this is tough. What do you do? I think we have to keep the removal. We have 1, 2, 3 removal. The weapon rack is so good. So I think we get rid of the Forever Young. I think the Talisman also leaves. And I hate to say it, but we have so many knights. I think this, I'd rather draw one of these than I would one of these. I think that's what it comes down to. And we have, so if I didn't have the Steel Claw Lances, I think that's how I would look at this, is that which would I rather have? A +2/+2 on a knight or a counter. So I think those go. All right, so I think this is the deck. Yep, this is the deck. Okay, so what did we end up with? We ended up with a Knight's deck, essentially. Type equals. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 knights. We have a flying 1/1 that can mill, which I would be more than happy to get that turn 1 every time. Just because you never know what you're going to get. Every card in the opponent's library was put there for a reason, and it can hurt you. So if you can take it right off the top of the deck and remove it before it comes into play, that seems pretty useful to me. We've got the Wesselback, we've got the Scalding Cauldrons, we've got equipment with food. This is kind of interesting because it costs 2, but then you have to use 3 to equip it. So it could be kind of slow. Maybe putting one of the return creature back into your hand would be useful over the skewer. I thought I had something else that could use food though. I don't think I do. Maybe the giant skewer goes out. Yep. Okay, so the skewer goes out. I don't think I have anything that has food, is why. So if I type food. Yeah, we don't have anything else that requires food. So let's go find. Where are you? Forever Young. There we go. Because then maybe if we lose a Raging Red Cap, we can bring it back. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got Eye Collector, which lets you mill the opponent's library. We've got a Red Cap Melee, which is creature destruction. We've got Weaselback Red Cap, which we can pump to destroy creatures that are more powerful than it is. Scalding Cauldron, which is another removal spell that can get rid of a lot of these little chummy 2 or 3 toughness. We've got a Forever Young to help bring back our 2 or 3 toughness. I like that it does any number of target creature cards. Yeah. We've got a Smitten Swordmaster. These are all knights. All the creatures are knights. 2/1 lifelink. Loose lights gains life. Slipper, which is just a darn good card that you can move around easily. We've got the Rimrock Knights, which are good pump. We've got the Thrill of Possibility. We've got 3 of the Steel Claw Lances. We have 3/2 Menace. Other knights you control get +1/+0. We've got Murderous Rider, which is both creature destruction as well as a pretty baller knight with lifelink. We've got the Raging Red Cap, which is pretty great with the double strike. If we can land a Steel Claw Lance on it, we'd be very happy. We've got the Embereth Paladin, which comes in with haste and is a knight. And we've got the Ogre Errant, which can give other knights menace. And then we've got Festive Funeral, which can -X opponent's cards. That's where we're at. So 17 land, more mountains than swamps because we want to use those on the Weaselback Red Caps. I'll get that right one of these times. And we have a Knight's deck. There it is. Okay. Should we do it? I think we should do it. Okay, let's Let's play a game. It's early today. It's Tuesday, and Strixhaven comes out on Thursday. So I already bought into the Mastery Pass for that. So we will be doing some Sealed. My plan is to do Sealed first, and then to dig into Premier Drafts afterwards. I'm very interested to see how that deck plays out. Already we're hoping for our second black, but we've got plenty of red, and we do have the red to pump for the weasel bag like we were hoping for. That could be good. We'll keep this. Hello. What are you? Never seen you. He's playing green, so I think we start with a red. Yeah, then we can play the Weaselback red cap. (0-4) defender. Okay. It's fine. We can actually use the Rimrock Knight, I think, to pump. No, he only gets +2/+0. So we're hoping for a swamp here. I think you go on the board. Put you down. No attacks. Doesn't make sense to attack. Creatures you control get haste. So it looks like he's playing kind of a control-y deck. Got a henge. Mono green. Is that what we're playing? Drew the black. I guess we could play this and destroy. Maybe that's what we do. I think we put the red cap down. Yeah, I think we put the red cap down. Then we can put the crystal slipper on it. It'll have double strike. We hope to draw a land too next turn. No attacks. Okay, well I think we play this. We kill that. Okay, so that'll free us up to attack with both. Guess we could have used the Scaldron too. Trying to think if there's anything I need to worry about with red. Most of the red's pumping spells come from offense, not from defense. If it was white, we have to worry about for the righteousness or other pump spells. So we got a 2/3. Add 1 mana of any color. We also have a Cauldron. We're still hoping to draw land. We also have the Rimrock, which can help us out. No land yet. Okay. And we're shy the red source. I think we attack. Hopefully it doesn't have the burn. Okay, we put the Cauldron on the battlefield. Hold on. Do we put the Cauldron down? Yeah, because if we use the Cauldron, Put the cauldron down. Okay, then next turn we can use it to kill the drawbridge. We'll end the turn. Hopefully we draw a land. We put the crystal slipper on the red cap. And we use the cauldron to take down the crashing drawbridge. 5/5. Scry 2. Okay. Cost 3. So how do we get around this? Apparently I have a 52% chance of drawing land, but I'm just not going to get it today. I think... These are all great cards. Okay, I think you go on the battlefield. Oh, it's your trigger on the defense. We pass the turn. Profit. I've tried to use that, but again, he's using a lot of cards that help him ramp the amount of mana that they have available. He's also got a Rimrock. Surprised you didn't decide to use that against me here. So we've got the mana. We can put you on something. So what does it make you? That makes it a 2. So what does he turn around with? I guess we attack with the Raging Red Cap. He will have to block. He won't have to. He'll take 4 otherwise. Yep. So then, let's say we do this. They trade. There we go. That actually went really well for me. We attack with both here. The Rimrock can't block. And we can put another... Oh, nice. Good play. Nice. I don't have anything to help him out there. That's okay. Good one. Nice. You got me. That's alright. So, do we put you down then? I think the lifelink makes a lot of sense. Okay, so now we've got another knight. And then we probably want to start putting ogres down afterwards. But having the Bell of the Brawl on here as well is useful. 5/5. Can't be blocked. I'm sure you're willing to trade. We're running out of options. I don't think we block that one. Take our 3. 5/5. How do we deal with that? I guess we can always double block. That's an option. You'll stop the Rimrock from coming over too. Sit back, relax. Wishing I'd been a little bit more careful with my Weaselback Rider now. Because what, I could pump him. Yep, he knows I have to double block. If he's got the pump spell, he can get that to a 7/7, right? So you were an easy block. Let's see what you got. If he wants to waste a pump spell on the knight, that's on him. Yeah, fling. Well, that sucks. Our opponent plays fling. So we can get the life link, and we can start to gain some more life here. That Paladin's a real nuisance for us. That was very rude of you. Becomes a 6/3. And opponent waits. I don't think we attack. We wait a turn. So he'd have to block with 2/2 and 2. Okay, not worried about that. This is the turn that matters right here. So if we attack, we can give Menace, Menace, and get through for 6. Okay, so I think we attack with both of the ogres. So what does that look like? I get through with 3. Yeah, I'll use a timeout here. I attack with, he has to block, so he has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has to block 2. He's going to take 6. Okay. Oh, that stuff. Math is hard, guys. Math is hard. That was really close. That was a really close one. Whew. You know, when you start to rank up, the games get tougher. Whew. What the amount of work for one win here. Whew. Go right into it, I guess. Let's hit the next one. Let's go. Playing against a bronze. Don't know if that matters. We got a 1 cost and a 4 cost. I guess we keep it because the mana's alright. Opponent is playing red. We are also playing red. This card is so good. Fervent Champion. Yeah, we do not block either of those. Alright, so next turn we put the... Well, I guess we can use the Murderous. Now we need the double black. He's got another Knight. He's also playing a Knight's deck. But he's got Tournament Grounds. But we also drew double black, which is great. So... even if we equip you, you don't live. But it is cheaper. So we equip the Knight, we throw that on, or we hit cancel. Yeah. Alright, so I guess what we want to do here is, even if the guy dies, we probably put you on. He becomes a 3/3, and then we hold back. We pass the turn. Even if he dies, we can bring him back, or we can use our haste ability to swing in next turn. You're probably only going to attack with the Knight. I don't know why you're not. If I were you, I would attack with the Knight of the Keep. What do you feel like losing here? I guess that's the question. We can do this. Yeah, so we pass the blockers, and I think we block here. Make him spend the mana. Yep. So then he's gonna have a sorry. A priority hog. Okay, so he must be blocked. So then we will get okay, so the ogre goes down. We're hoping to sack the ogre. We're hoping to draw a land too. If we get the Scalding Cauldron. Yeah, he's going to be a 5/5 next turn. Or a 5/6. Yeah. Now you have to declare who you're putting that on. If he wants to keep that one, I think we go over here. Yeah, we're down to 6. Can't be blocked by knights or walls? Holy shit. Okay, well that's easy. We destroy you. You're dead. Don't want you here anymore. We also are going to use... We'll wait till his turn, because we can use the red cap melee on the Fervent Champion. So he's thinking right now. The fact that you have lifelink is really appealing to me right now. See if he wants to double block. Okay, so this Cauldron goes down. We sack the Cauldron, kill the Pathfinder. Nice. Yeah, it is a good game. We're up to 9. We're in a race. 2-0, baby. Right on. Fuck. That was close. Got the removal when I needed it. That ogre could have been trouble for me. Should we go for one more? Keep it coming. Big rupper. Good mana. Got some knights looking okay. I feel like red is really powerful in this set. Like it's always like blue red, green red, black red, white red. Oh, that would have been nice to get last turn. We'll get the black on the board. I don't know if you want to play that first. I guess we lose out on the pump. But if we put the land down, we can turn him into a 5/3 next turn. With the Steelclaw Lance. Play the Lance, equip the Knight. He's got red, so he's probably got some removal. We have to watch out for that. And we are also playing red, so he doesn't have to sacrifice a land. Real possibility this early, huh? Must be mana flooded. We have the option for removal now with the second black. You go down. We equip you. You attack. 5 hurts a lot on turn 3. Kind of want to hold on to the Murderous Rider. We can swing in with the Paladin next turn if the opponent doesn't play anything. But he's only going to be a 4/1. So we might want to move the... Might want to play the depending on what the opponent puts down, I guess. If it's a wall, we come with the Paladin. If it's any other creature. So then what, we have to think about trading at this point? So we can kill it and swing for another 5 and then play the... Yeah, I think that's what we do. Put you down. Kill the creature, we pay 2 life, and we swing in. He's already at half life. A little low on red, but even if he plays a card next turn, we can swing in for 9, 10. We have lethal if they don't put anything on the board. Yep, I'm aware of that card. So what do you do in this situation? It's too bad we don't have the 3 red mana. Guess we come in like this. He has to block the... He doesn't have to. Yep, you block there. Makes sense. You both die. You take 5. Yeah. You die. You equip a knight this turn. There we go. Yep. Now, if he doesn't block the weasel... If he... Okay, so we've got lethal. We win. Okay, so if we attack with this, he has to block the weasel, or else I pump him and he takes 5. And if he doesn't, I hit the paladin. And he takes 6. Why would you do that? Yeah. Should have blocked the weasel. It's alright. Ranking up. Alright. Woo. 3 wins. Going for 4. Now the goal for me is to try to get to 3 wins every time. If you get to 4, it becomes between $2 and $1 a quick draft for 4 packs. So it becomes a lot more cost effective than buying in at $3.50 at the top level. Alright, so this is the first time we don't have any black. And we have something, we can play red right off the bat, but we have to pray and hope that we draw black. It's close. I think we take a mulligan here and hope for a swamp. That was probably the right call here. So in this case, what do you lose? We probably lose. We've got removal. So I guess we could lose the rider. I feel like the paladin is the least worthwhile. We keep 6. We lose the paladin. Yeah. Hello. Oh, playing on mobile. Well, maybe playing on mobile. Oh, I forgot to switch over my head. Sorry guys. I will take care of that for you. So he decides to play that turn 1. We can play the second swamp. We don't have to give away our colors yet. You're a 2/1 with lifelink. You're a little bit more worthwhile, a little bit more valuable. Man, she came in handy last game though, didn't she? Or he, Smitten Swordmaster. Gaining life was clutch. Not in a good position right now. I guess that's fine. Yeah, so we want to put you on the field. Yeah, what a great card for an uncommon. Bell of the Brawl. Other knights get +1/+0. Trapped in a tower. Perfect. You're just gonna make me pay, aren't you? Alright. Well, we'll skip. Pass to attackers. Get out of here. Had enough of that. Well, that sucks. We can get rid of you two, though. No. Oh, black, white. There we go. Get some of our knights back. Do you kill your own knight and then use the Forever Young to get it back? you get a counter because of the Pathlighter. But you have lifelink. But you have flying, so you die. I guess we could have used it to get our own Smitten Swordmaster back. He's going to gain life. I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe I should have. Okay, so you've got a unicorn now. That's coming. We're getting a little mana flooded. You go down. I guess next we end the turn. If they attack, we trade. They gain 3, I gain 2. We trade. Yep. But I can't get him back because he goes to the bottom of my library. Unicorn comes out. We play this. And what do we do here? Your sorcery. Okay, well I get to draw the card. So you come back, auto pay. Draw the card, play the card. Okay. Yep, no blocks. Yeesh. Man, we're getting flooded. We have to play defensively right now, because if I don't attack, if I do attack, they're going to come at me for 5 instead of 3. So we've got 3 turns like this. That helps. That helps. I don't think we attack, because they can still hit me for 5. But this will stop the Lonesome Unicorn. So I'd be interested to see if they attack for... You willing to trade? We'll trade. Okay. Pass. You can use the Funeral to get rid of... How many cards do I have in my graveyard? Holy shit. Oh, I could have gotten rid of my bell. I have 3 cards in my graveyard. Pass the blockers. We block probably here. Yeah. Sacrifice a creature. Pass the damage. Okay. Nice. Gotta find a way to deal with that ogre. Dang. Okay, alright. Ah, dang. Interesting. We're getting quite aggressive. He's got Menace. I can kill it. Do I have any removal? What's in my deck? Do I have anything that can kill it? The Murderous Rider could come back. He's at the bottom, though. I don't think I have anything else that can kill it. I've only got 4 cards in graveyard. I think we have to. Oh, that sucks. So he's got next turn lethal. Some days it just is not your day. I can sacrifice a creature. Yeah, that's a good game. Woof! The troll comes out. What do you do about that? What do you do about that? Absolutely nothing. I got clack controlled. Hoping for 4. Let's go. Sink 2-1-3. Got plenty of cards. This looks fine. Yep, we hold on to this. Opponent goes first. Forest go. Forest food token. Doesn't make any sense to play you or you right now. Probably play the Rimrock next turn. 2-1. Pass. Take my turn. Throw the swamp down. Put a Rimrock? Yeah, you probably go next. Maybe you attack. And you're trying to trade. I come back for 2, get some life gain. You know, people underestimate life gain and how useful it is. Alright, so he's got the Cauldron. So we have to play around that. I think... if we attack, we can take out the pair. And then play the Rimrock, and hopefully they kill the Rimrock. Maybe they use the Cauldron to kill the Rimrock. We don't want to put the Raging Redcap in harm's way. Becomes a 2-2. And we can do this all day. I guess we're willing to trade the Rimrock. We put one of you down, I guess. Yeah, we got good use out of the Rimrock. I don't have any problems with that trade. Trading a 2-2 for a 3-1 is fine. We're playing green-red, so they're going to have some bigger late-game creatures. We will see what they decide to do. Next to damage. Okay, you take it. We put another one on the board. He's short on mana. I should have seen that and then used the Rimrock. I feel bad. Like it's not ideal, but we'll take the win. Sorry, bud. That gets us to 4 though. So at 4, you pay $7.50 to buy in. That gets you down to 300, which is $1.50. So that's not too bad. I do have to get ready for work here, so I'm gonna put this on stop, and then I'll probably resume this evening. Probably post it tomorrow. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in a minute. What's up, guys? Obviously, this is a different day. We're going to call it here at 4 wins. I will probably play out the rest of the games here, but I'll put that into a different video. If we get to 100 likes, I can put this up as a separate video or re-upload the video. But at this point, I'm more excited about getting into Strixhaven, so that's just where we're at. But yeah, I appreciate everybody watching the channel. Hopefully you like what you're watching, and I continue to put this type of content out there for you. Hitting the like and subscribe button helps out a lot, and thanks a lot for watching. You guys have a great time, and enjoy the Strixhaven event. This is a great time to be playing Magic. So, all right, I'll catch you all in the next one.